remember this one time when, remember the Cassie nude photos leaked out? This was around maybe 2009
I don't
or
remember.
so.
No, I don't remember
Cassie.
Cassie.
This was a thing. This was Cassie naked with like her legs spread open, and she had like nipple rings and stuff like that. And back then, when you just posted whatever you grabbed, I was one of the sites that posted it. And I remember my man Sean Prez, who worked for Diddy for a long time, called me up and was like, Diddy wants to have a phone call with you. And I'm like, I'm not taking this phone call. He's like, you don't want to talk to Puff? I'm like, no, because he's going to yell at me over the phone over this picture. Why would I pick up the phone and have a grown man yell at me? Because I'm going to start yelling back, and next thing you know, we're going to escalate things, and what's the point? I'm not taking the phone call. He goes, all right. A few hours later, I get a phone call from Steve Rifkin. Now, at the time, Vlad TV was at SRC Records in the Universal Building, so I was kind of under the SRC umbrella. So Steve was like...
Can't not take Steve's call.
So I had to take Steve's call, right? So he gets on the phone, he's like, okay, so Puff just yelled at me for the last 15 minutes about this photo on your website. Can you please take it down? I said, sure, Steve, I'll take it down. And that was the end of...
So you got out of being yelled at. Okay.
I got out of being yelled at, but in turn, I got Steve Rifkin yelled at. You know what's interesting also is I interviewed Elliot Wilson recently, and he told me a story about his wife, Danielle Smith.
I heard that story.
You heard this story. And she wrote about it, I believe, in the Washington Post. New York Times. Yeah, I forgot which paper it was. Where she was the editor-in-chief of Vibe, and they did a photo shoot that Diddy was on, for a cover, and he wanted to see it, and it was against Vibe policy to let people see the covers before they're out. So he showed up and threatened to kill her. Yeah. To the point where security had to walk her out, and then their servers disappeared.
She kind of ran out.
Oh.
She didn't walk, she ran out of the building.
Oh, okay.
I only know the story from the New York Times.
Okay, yeah. Well, I talked to Elliot. He goes, hey, man, she said it. I believe her. It's true. Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah. Why did Puffy have this sort of precarious relationship with media?
Why did he have a precarious relationship with media?
From your point of view.
I mean, I don't know that he did have a precarious relationship with media.
Well, yelling at someone over one line in an article multiple times is kind of precarious.
I mean, look. He is a violent person who clearly was violent to all sorts of people.
Right, the Steve Stout situation. Remember he hit him with a champagne bottle?
UCLA.
What happened there?
Got into a fight with one of the coaches when Justin was a player there.
Really? I missed this part of the
story. Got arrested.
For what? Beating up the coach?
You could call it that, yeah. More or less that, yeah. So, he was a violent person, clearly.
With men and women.
With men and women, in the industry, out of the industry, media, whatever. Yeah.